Harmonizing the scale means to build a chord on each note of the scale. Let's take the C major scale as an example. This scale is made up of 7 notes. The notes C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and C. Now I can build a chord on each note of the scale, so the note C will generate the C major chord, the D minor, the E minor chord, the note F, the F major chord, and the note the G major chord, the note A, the A minor chord, and the note B, the B diminished chord. We can harmonize the scale in many different ways, and in this lesson I want to show you how to harmonize the C major scale melodically. Let me give you an example. Now 3 things really important. First thing, memorize the chord progression starting from the note C, D minor, E, F, G, A minor, B diminished, and C. The second thing, we are going to harmonize using just fretted notes. So we're never going to play open strings. And third thing, we are going to harmonize the scale starting from the lowest fretted note that we can play on the guitar, which is the note F. We do that so that we can cover as many chords as possible. So we're going to harmonize these scales starting from the note F, which is on the lowest string fret number 1, the G on fret number 3, and the A on fret number 5. Then we have on the 5th string the note B, and the C, and the D, E, and F. And then we also have the note G on the D string fret number 5, and then the note A, the note B, and the note C. So we are going to add a chord on each one of these root notes. Now the first step will be to harmonize these notes with just the root note and the third of each chord, like this. So I'm only playing the root note, the note F, and the third of F, which is the note A. And you can play with this fingering like this, with the first finger and the second finger. So F and A on 1 and 2, and then we have G, 3 and 4. Now the A minor chord will have a slightly different shape with the root note and the minor third within the same fret, so 5 and 5. Then we have the B diminished chord, which is going to have the root note on the A string. We have fret number 2 and fret number 3. I'm going to use the pinky here because then when we build the chord, we're going to need the pinky here on the 2nd string, fret number 3. The C major on fret 3 and 5. The D minor, let's play it like this, on fret 5 and 6. And the E minor on 7 and 8. The F major on 8 and 10. Let's change set of strings and play the G major chord with the root note on fret 5 and the third on fret 7. A minor on fret 7 and 8. B diminished on fret 9 and 10. And C major on fret 10 and 12. You also want to play the scale backwards. Now in the next step we're going to add the 5th of the chord, so we're going to play it like this. So we're going to have the root note, the major third, and then the 5th is played on the adjacent string next to the root note. So there will be the A string fret number 3 for the F major, then the same shape for the G. And it's really important to arpeggiate the chords. Obviously you can pluck the strings simultaneously like this, but because we are going to play these triads melodically, you want to arpeggiate them like this with thumb, index and ring. Then the G, Now the A minor chord will have the fret 5, the fret 7, and the fret number 5 on the G string. The B diminished on 2, 3, and 3, and the C major on 3, 5, and 5. Then we have the D minor on 5, 7, and 6, and the E minor on 7, 9, and 8. The F major on 8, 10, and 10. Let's change set of strings, the same shapes here for the G major. Fret number 5, 7, and 7. The A minor with 7, 9, and 8. And the B diminished with 9, 10, 10. And we finish with the C major with 10, 12, 12. Remember always to also play the scale backward. Now let's add one note from the scale to the chords. We learned the basic chord, the triad. Now we're going to add one additional note, which is going to really change the way these chords sound. We're going to play them like this. So we're going to keep the same chord, we're just going to add one additional note, which is the fourth. So I'm playing the root note, the fifth of the chord, the note C, the third of the chord, in this case the note A, if we analyze the F, and then the fourth of F, which is played on the G string, fret number 4, the note B. Now I'm going to keep the same structure for the other chords. So I have the fret number 4 for the F, the fret number 5 for G, the fret number 7 for the A minor. Now let's change set of strings. For the B diminished, fret number 5 on the B string, fret number 6, fret number 8, fret number 10, and fret number 12. So now let's change set of strings. The G major, fret number 8, fret number 10, and fret number 12, and fret number 13 for the C major. You can also play the same structure in reverse, meaning starting from the fourth of each chord, then the third, then the fifth, and then the root note. So I'm basically playing the same chord, the C, but when I move back, I will actually do the reverse. So I will start with the fourth. Now we can even add more notes to the chords, like this. Now this structure of the chord is obviously way bigger because we have the root note, the fifth, and the third of the chord. But then we're going to add the fourth and the fifth on a different set of strings, at least when we have the root note on the low E string and the A string. So for the F, we'll have the fret 1, fret 3, and fret 2, and then we're going to have the fret number 4 on the same string, and the B string fret number 1. As you can see, I'm playing the chords melodically, so I'm not trying to let the chord ring out and play the whole thing. I'm actually playing one note at a time. Now the second chord is G major, so we're gonna play it like this. So we have the same structure as the major chord. Then we have the fret number 5 and the fret number 3 on the B string. A minor, the fret number 7, and the fret number 5. Now we're gonna change a set of strings. We're gonna keep the same structure though. So the B diminished, fret 2, 3, 3, fret number 5, and the fret number 1 on the E string. C major, fret number 6, and fret number 3. The D minor, fret number 8, and fret number 5. E minor, fret number 10, and fret number 7. And the F and the F major chord. I have the fret 12 and the fret number 8. Such a beautiful progression. Now the G major chord, we're gonna have to play the structure now on one string because we have the fret 5, 7, and 7. So the root note, the third and the fifth, root note, fifth and third, then the fourth on fret number 8, and the fifth on fret number 10. A minor on fret number 10 and 12, and the B diminished on fret 12 and 13, and the C major, 13 and 15. Now guys, let's reverse this one. It's going to be a beautiful thing. So we finished with the C. And now we're going to start with these notes. So with the fifth, and then the fourth, and then the third, the fifth, and the root note. So this is the C major, B diminished, A minor, and the G major. Now F major. Remember that with the F major we played. So we're gonna start now with the fifth of F. And then the fourth, and then the third, and the fifth and root note. E minor, D minor, C major, B diminished, and then the A minor chord, G major, and the F major, and the C. Now this is a beautiful way to harmonize the scale melodically, but again, take it step by step, guys. Just start with the root note and third, then add the fifth, and then just the fourth, and then the fourth and the fifth. Let me know if you enjoyed this lesson, guys. Take it step by step. I'll see you soon.